YouTube, welcome back to Tamara's Tarot Oracle channel. It's been quite some time since I last made a video, so I thought I would make a video on a deck that I received not too long ago, the second edition of the Timeless Tarot. Now, I own the first edition of the Timeless Tarot that I've had for a couple years now. I want to say, I think it was made in 2014, I want to say. It'll say it somewhere. In the booklet, probably inside. And I love self-made decks, as I have mentioned before in previous videos. My absolute favorite artwork would probably have to be fine art, famous like classical paintings and things like that have spanned the decades and centuries. And I just find them so intriguing. And, when you take the time to look up separate works of art and the history and the story that it tells, and a lot of them are based on Greek mythology and things like that, and all kinds of mythology, really. It's quite interesting. Yeah, so without much further ado, as I think I keep saying in a lot of my videos, the Timeless Tarot comes with a booklet. It is created by Tara Winstanley. The Timeless Tarot Companion Booklet, it's called. And it's a great little book. It's sort of comparative to the Little White Book, but I love that it's all made, by somebody who loves tarot, teaches tarot, and has a passion for divination. So I'll just show you quickly, or start at the beginning. The Timeless Tarot Booklet by Tara Winstanley, 2016 was when the first edition, at least that's when this one was created. There may have been one before that, but no, there's two editions. So maybe there was like a different first edition, because I feel like it was 2014. I'd seen somewhere there was different backings to the cards, like a little witch at the back, and these ones are different. So anyway, just comes with a table of contents. To all tarot readers here and beyond, happy readings. And then it's a little bit about the Timeless Tarot and an introduction. Tarot card descriptions. Okay, so we start with the major arcana. And there's just a few keywords. So for instance, 0, the Fool, keyword, beginnings, fresh start, starting over, new idea, chance, journey. So it pretty much epitomizes the meaning of each and every card without going into too much detail. I'm sure, if most of you have books and things on tarot, you can just Google. I love to do biddytarot.com. I go there for more in-depth explanations. It's really not hard to find literature on tarot and the meanings of the different cards. So it just keeps going. Strength is number 8. So cups, swords, and so on. And then we have tarot and numerology. So Tara does touch on that a little bit. And so she has tarot numerology keywords. So 0 is infinity, 1 ace potential, 2 duality, 3 communication, 4 stability, 5 adversity, 6 growth, 7 faith, 8 change, 9 fruition, and 10 completion. So then it's tarot and astrology, just a little blurb on that. And I haven't read it for a while, so I might just skim back over that for a little refresher, recap. Tarot astrology, major arcana 0 through 10. So Fool is ruled by Uranus, Magician Mercury, High Priestess Moon, so on and so forth. Tarot astrology, major arcana. Okay, so so it's just the ruling planet and those energies. And then tarot astrology wands. So like, for instance, the Ace of Wands, Primal Fire, 2 of Wands, Mars and Aries, 3 of Wands. Okay, it just really pinpoints and picks apart all the different zodiac signs or astrological signs that rule that planet, that rule that particular number and suit. And yeah, and then it just breaks it down even further with each particular suit, obviously, as I just mentioned. And let's see what else there is in this booklet. And now onto tarot spreads. I love 3-card spreads because there are so many variations that you can use with simply using just 3 cards. For instance, you can do one about past, present, future, body, mind, spirit, background, problem, advice, idea, challenge, advantage, problem, solution, resolution. So, I mean, I'm sure there's lots more out there. I do have a book on spreads, and I mean, you can even make your own up and everything. And this just gives you a few to go by. There's another, so I'll show you what that looks like, just a 3 card. And then Tara Winstanley has another spread that is 7 cards. How do I feel about my partner? How my partner feels about me, my needs in the relationship, my partner needs in the relationship, how I view the relationship, how my partner views the relationship, the future of our relationship together. And another spread, and sorry, that one was called the Tarot Spread Relationship. And another spread here I see is 5 cards, and it's called the Tarot Spread Transformation. So I'm not going to read every little, but yeah. Oh, and then of course the Celtic Cross. And finally, we get to a little bit about the art, like not the artist, but the creator, because all her images were found in public domain, which some people are a little iffy on. I don't mind personally. I think if it's done in a clever way and it's sort of, done in a way that it's sort of made it their own, like they've made it their own, then I feel like it's passable. And I actually just ordered Tarot of Inspiration. I was watching Elle from Sacred Seed, and I know there's a couple other videos out there, and I had seen it before, but I was really excited this time around when I saw it again. So I did order it, and I am waiting on it. And it should be here this week from Russia. So that one looks very well done. I actually did order the Peintures du Monde, Pictures of the World, I believe it translates to. It just took so incredibly long to even be acknowledged, and the communication was awful on the other end. So I decided to refund that. I just didn't have a good feeling after all that. It was just too much of a headache. And it was pretty pricey. So I decided to look for something else along the lines of works of art that are, is cleverly done and also reasonably priced. So, but getting back to the Timeless Tarot, yeah, anyway, I'll keep going. So there's notes in the back. I haven't used it. I would rather use a journal or my laptop, if anything. But anyway, so that's the book. It's very well done. It's very sweet. It's very, well made. The first edition comes in a tin. I'm sure I must show that, but the tin. There you go. Some of the cards inside. Little blurb saying, following the footsteps of the traditional Rider-Waite Smith system of divination, the Timeless Tarot, with its striking artwork, colorful illustrations, and intuitive depth and style, is a unique tarot deck that is suitable for beginners as well as seasoned readers alike. So just a nice little, yeah, and I love tins. I wish more tarot decks came in tins, and it's unfortunate because the ones that do are like pocket size, which is cool if you want a smaller deck, but sometimes it's nice just to have a standard size that comes in a tin as opposed to a box. But then some boxes, like depending on where the company, the manufacturer, like say Baba Studios has great boxes. So it just depends. If it's like a regular tuck box, no big deal. But I love tins. I just think there's something really sweet about them. So the backing is like this. Now, I think the original one came with like a little witch on the back, and was it Veronica Jude? She didn't like it and she changed it, and she put like a leather backing, or I'm trying to think, she did something like that. Or did she do the leather backing for the Chicoli? Gosh, I can't remember now, but it was a great video, and I will link it below. I love her. She has great videos. Veronica Jude. So anyway, this is the Timeless Tarot, the title card. It is a laminated feel. The cardstock is pretty sturdy but flexible, like not too thin, not too thick. No, I just had the title card from actually the second edition. This one is the laminated one. There you go. I think you can tell the difference. It's way more shiny. And this is even thicker because it's laminated. and not as flexible because of the fact that it is. So here are just some cards I'll just quickly go through. It's a bit shiny. I apologize for the glare. The Six of Swords. I love that painting. Now, in this deck, I've noticed that the images are a little bit squished to fit the card, whereas in the second edition, they're a little bit, sorry, I correct myself. These are stretched, whereas in the second edition, because card size is a little bit shorter but wider, the images are therefore squished a little bit so they become wider themselves. And it's not so noticeable in some images. It's actually an improvement from some of the ones that are a little bit too stretched, but in other ones they look a little bit too smushed when they're widened. So it's just because I notice these things and I have to shift. Oh gosh, there's a mess behind me, so I don't want to reveal that. I'll just stay covered. And we'll keep going. The Lovers, it's called the Kiss. I love this card. There's actually close-up images if you look on Pinterest and that. And her eyes are kind of a little bit open. It's just like taken aback by this kiss, this secret meeting place, or they just happen to be passing in the halls and he grabs her and he kisses her. And I'm thinking of like all these medieval movies that I enjoy. The Empress. So in this image, and you know what, actually, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll find it after if I can. I wanted to compare the first edition with the second edition because here she's stretched out. Her face is longer, whereas the other one, it looks more proportional. It just looks better. So, yeah. The Queen of Wands. Sorry for the glare. I love that one, Lady Godiva. She looks too skinny in this one. She looks better proportioned in the second edition. The Six of Wands. The Hermit. I love classic paintings, classic works of art. The Five of Swords. Whoops. Whoopsie. I should put that one down. The Page. I do like the cards that she's replaced. I find that they're smart. They work. It makes sense. The pages were a little bit stiff for me. I essentially know what they mean, but I wasn't really getting a lot of meaning out of these cards for the pages that she's chosen for the first edition. The Page of Wands. Like they're messengers, you know, in the realm of ideas and love and all that. But the Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot. These images look way too squished. It's hard to tell on camera, but in person you could see it a lot better. I think it's a somewhat popular deck. It is up on eclectictarot.com, which is a great little forum. So yeah, it's known. I love this. I actually saw this very same painting. I was in Montreal. I live in Toronto. So I went to Montreal for a weekend and I saw a big rendition of this. Up on one of the levels of the art museum, and I was just thought, oh my gosh, I have that in one of my tarot decks. Such a beautiful, striking piece of art, and definitely epitomizes the Eight of Cups. Yeah. The Moon. What I actually should have done, now that I think about it, because I literally just switched on my camera and said, just went for it, was to compare the cards that she's reprinted. The Moon. Oh, sorry, the Star. Really pretty image. Okay. So I don't like the Devil and the Death card in this deck, and thank goodness she has chosen other images, renamed Death for transformation and Devil as temptation. But she's also chosen images that I much, much, much prefer. The Devil just always, when you don't like certain cards in a deck, you have to ask yourself why. What about them don't I like? And I just feel like this one disturbs me. All these bodies burning in the pits of hell. I just don't like it. I never have. I'll put that one aside because then I'll compare I'll try and do that. I love the aces in this deck, and the court cards are very well done. I really agree with the choices she's made. The King of Cups is, I think he's Leopold. He's a handsome man. I've seen some nice portraits of him. And the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry about the glare. I don't want to get too long-winded here. Oh my goodness, I'm already at 15 minutes or so. Oh my gosh, the Strength card is wonderful. And the Nine of Swords. Oh, I love this Temperance. Now, there are a couple I prefer in this deck, but I don't mind the Temperance that she's chosen. So sweet. Okay. Oh, I love the Six of Cups as well. She's done a different one for the second edition, and I love this one. I love the Five of Pentacles. One of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. I just find it, I guess, more challenging, more interesting. The Three of Cups, I'd never particularly cared for this image. Like, it's very cute and sweet, but I love the one that she's replaced it with, so I'll put that one aside. I love the Page of Pentacles. I find that I quite enjoy this one from the first edition. She has changed it in the second, and it's fine, but I think I prefer this one. It just shows me how resourceful he is. He's one with nature, and yeah, he's very cute. Okay. Oh, and she's changed the wheel. I love the peacock and what the peacock symbolizes and represents, but the one that she's substituted it for, it probably makes more sense if you're somebody who wants to stick closer to the Rider-Waite system and meaning. Put that one aside. Okay, let's stop there because this could get crazy long. I guess it's, I haven't made a video in a while, so I don't mind being a little long-winded. Thank you for those of you who watched till the end, and I don't blame you if you don't, for those who choose not to. Oh gosh, I put both my decks together. That wasn't very clever of me. Okay, kind of messy. I need to organize. So this is the second edition. Now, I'll just compare quickly the cards for you to see. Oh gosh, how am I going to do this? Okay. Kind of. So you can see that they're a little bit, the first edition is a little bit taller, whereas the second edition is a little bit wider. And I'll turn that around and you can see, oops, how much wider the second edition is. Also, the second edition is not laminated like the first edition, so you can see the difference. Like, there's still a sheen, but it's more matte. They're quite slippery, I have to say. But they are more flexible when you rifle shuffle. Although I like shuffling overhand, it's normally how I do it. Yeah, so I can't decide which one I prefer, just because there's good things about this one, good things about that one. So I guess that's why it's good to own both. Why not? Okay, where does this one go? Back on this side. So let me just quickly, this is the new Six of Cups, which is nice. I prefer the one from the other deck, and I did not take that one to compare, but I did put aside a few that I'll just quickly show you. I should have made a better video and just had everything put aside. Okay. Page of Wands. Okay, here's a good example. So I just showed you the Three of Cups. I love this one. And some people think differently and prefer this one. I've read in reviews and that. But I love the three, like, maidens. I don't know what you want to call them, young girls. I chose this very same image for the Three of Cups for my own self-made deck that I printed off of makeplayingcards.com. So there you go. First edition, second edition. There's just one of the changes. Okay, let's see. Oh, I should have kept her, but her face is a little bit shorter, and it just looks more in proportion. And I don't know where I put the other one. But very quickly, my dog is getting restless, and that means it's time to go. Just so you can see, the wheel in the first edition is the peacock, which is gorgeous. And then in the second edition, it's an actual wheel, like a Renaissance figure, I guess, on top. So I prefer the peacock. But I suppose if you want one that's closer to the meaning that, you know, that is the Rider-Waite meaning in that, then this one might appeal to you more. And okay, I'm coming. Let's see. Oh, very quickly. The death card, I didn't like it. I'm going to quickly look for it in the first edition. This is Transformation. This is what she's changed it to, which I love. It's a Pre-Raphaelite. I don't know if it was Burne-Jones. No, it's not Waterhouse. It's not Rossetti. There's just so many of them, but I can't think right now. But it is one of the Pre-Raphaelites, and I love this image. And I'll see if I can quickly find the death in the first edition, the Seven of Pentacles. I did show it. I love that one. Looks like a Pre-Raphaelite as well. Oh, here we go. So where are we? Okay, so the Devil, which I do not like, has been replaced by this one, which I much prefer. And it's much closer to the Rider-Waite. So, yeah. Okay, very quickly, I will find the death card that I do not like in the first edition. I don't like seeing dead animals. Kind of upsets me. And I don't like skeletons or skeletal looking things. Never have. Just find them unappealing to me. But I'm trying quickly to find it. Oh my goodness. Come on. Where are you? I feel like my low energy is transferring into this video because I'm just so tired. But oh my gosh. Okay, I'll try one more. Oh, there we go. Phew, finally. And then I will end this video, I promise. Okay, so death. Oh, the glare is really, there we go. I don't like that. Not really, I actually dislike that even more than the Devil. And then this is the one that, as I just showed you, which I much prefer. So, that is that. That, again, is a Timeless Tarot. The second edition did not come in a tin. It just came with a bag. Now, the first edition also came with a bag, but I've actually used it for another deck. And the second edition does not come with a book, so that's too bad too. But because I own the first edition, that's not really an issue. And again, I mean, you can find meanings everywhere. It's not hard. So thank you for watching. Although I'm tired and a bit out of it, I just wanted to make a video. It's been so long, and apologize for going on and on for so long. But that is the Timeless Tarot, created by Tara Winstanley, and worth a look. And I think it's very clever. It's very well done. And I appreciate well-made decks, definitely, and self-made too. So thank you so much for watching Tamara's Tarot Oracle channel, and I'll see everybody soon.